Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, YouTubers of all ages, welcome back, and thank you for joining me. As always, my name is General Confusion, and this is Ultimate General Civil War. Now, I've done a little bit of testing. I've examined the game, and it seems that in order to get the new patch effects, like the effects of minor battles on the major battles, I might have to start a new campaign. But what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to play through the Battle of Shiloh first and see if maybe those options show up after I've played this battle before the next grand battle. Excuse me, my headphones are slipping down. And I'm hoping that will work out. Oh, also, by the way, in case you didn't notice, I got a webcam, so you can actually now see my big dumb face while I'm doing this, which will be, I'm sure, great fun for everyone involved. So, I'm going to play through the Battle of Shiloh, mostly because I just really want to play through the Battle of Shiloh. And then we'll see if the minor battle effects show up before the next grand battle. If they don't, then I'm going to have to go back, start a new campaign, replay all these battles to get back to where we were. But I can do that. It'll take me a couple of hours off screen. You won't have to sit through it. So, and if that happens, then, you know, the armies will be slightly different next time. But in any case, we're going to start the Battle of Shiloh. Probably not going to get through it all in one episode, because I believe it is another multi-part battle, and so it's going to be pretty long, because this was a very major battle. This was one of the bloodiest battles of the Western Theater in the Civil War. So, I talked a little bit about Shiloh before. This was the first major battle in which Ulysses S. Grant commanded an army. Now, I did say one incorrect thing when I was talking about Shiloh before. I said that the Confederate General Johnston, I believe I said he was the same Joseph E. Johnston as in the Eastern Theater. That was completely wrong. There were two major Confederate generals named Johnston. This is the other one, Albert S. Johnston. He was a major general, I believe he was a major general in the United States Army before the Civil War ever broke out. He fought in the Mexican-American War, and then he had been doing large-scale administrative tasks for the military since then. And when the war broke out, he was a native Kentuckian, I believe, but he sort of adopted Texas as his home state, and when the rebellion broke out, he went to Texas and volunteered his services with the Confederate Army after turning down an offer from the Union to have a very high rank. I don't remember specifically what that rank was supposed to be, but he was supposed to have a very high rank in the Union Army if he had accepted that offer. He was killed in this battle, in the Battle of Shiloh, and he was the highest ranking officer killed in the Civil War. And it happened, you know, very early on, 6th of April, 1862. So, the Battle of Shiloh, as I said, it was one of the first real big major battles in the Western Theater. Ulysses S. Grant had, just shortly before the Battle of Shiloh, or, well, relatively shortly before, had taken two major forts, sort of up here, which controlled the mouths of these two rivers, and so posed a serious threat to the Confederacy. Union control of those forts did. So he had then moved down to Pittsburgh Landing and dispersed his forces a little bit, and they sort of settled in and spent their time training while they were waiting for reinforcements. They had Brigadier General Lew Wallace was nearby with 5,000 men, and Carlos Buell, Carlos Buell, excuse my burp there. Carlos Buell was coming to reinforce them with a larger force. So, Grant apparently felt very safe at Pittsburgh Landing. He did not feel that the Confederates were going to come after him at all. At one point, I believe he said, you know, there will be no fighting at Pittsburgh Landing. We will have to go on to Corinth, which was the nearby city where Albert Johnston was getting his forces together. Unfortunately for the Union, Johnston sort of stole a march on them. And Johnston, as it says here, plans to execute a surprise attack before the two armies meet. So Johnston actually did attack Pittsburgh Landing. This battle was sort of mismanaged on the Confederate end, and it's easy to argue from a counter-historical perspective that it could have gone the other way. The Confederacy could have scored a major victory here. Because Johnston had set out a plan that involved the three corps of his army all side by side, basically attacking in one big wave and just driving the Union into the river. Unfortunately, I'm sorry, I bumped my mic there. That might have caused a noise. Unfortunately, his second in command, Beauregard, who was the same Beauregard as had fought in Virginia previously in the First Battle of Bull Run, Beauregard interpreted the orders differently, and he was the one who actually set out the marching orders. And so he organized the army into 3 separate waves of attack. And so the Confederate assault was somewhat disorganized and uncoordinated. And while they did a lot of damage to the Union Army and they pushed them back quite a ways, they were not able to drive them into the river before reinforcements could arrive from Carlos Buell and Lew Wallace. And reinforcements did arrive during the night after fighting had gone on all day. And in the morning, Ulysses Grant ordered a counterattack that swept the Confederates entirely off the field. They did manage to retreat in good order, but they hadn't achieved their objectives. It was a definite defeat for the Confederate Army. So, let's see if we can change that, shall we? I've already done everything with my army that I need to do. You can see I have only 21 recruits left, although I do have $20,000, so maybe there's something useful I can do with 20,000 bucks. Excuse my swallowing. Let me see, maybe I can buy some weapons. For 20,000 I could get 1,200 M18 41s. What about Springfield 1855s? Oh, I could not get many of those. Why don't I buy these? And let me see. Who could I potentially equip them with? I could equip Wagner with them. He's not a veteran unit, but I'll take... Oh, weapon cost 833. What? Because I have 1,213, and he has 1,262 soldiers, so I can't even do that. Okay, well then I just wasted a bunch of money. Let me see what else I could do. Oh, I could get 2,000 Lawrences for 9 reputation. Right now my reputation is giving me a morale boost of +3. I think in this case that's worth it, because I want to win this battle, and I want to win it handily. So I'm going to get my Lawrences. I'm going to give them to... who's the best at firearms? Yeah, I'm going to give them to Siegfried. So Siegfried gets Lawrences. Kemper... Kemper just has to keep his Springfields. Let me see now. See, the Lawrences are actually very good guns. 11.5 damage, so not as high damage, but very high range, very high accuracy compared to the Springfields, who have almost 100 less range and much, much less accuracy. They have a higher melee rating, yeah, 88 versus 82, but it's not much. And they do more damage per shot, but their shots aren't going to hit nearly so often. Okay, so I've got Siegfried better guns at least, so let's just go for it. So, Shiloh. Major General Ulysses S. Grant moved down his army via the Tennessee River and disembarked at Pittsburgh Landing. Grant is expecting Major General Don Carlos Buell I keep wanting to say Buell, it's Buell, to join him with the Army of the Ohio for an attack on Corinth, 22 miles inland. At Corinth, Confederate Major General Albert S. Johnston was working feverishly to shape the incoming regiments of fresh troops to the working Army of Mississippi. Johnston plans to execute a surprise attack before the two armies meet. You are going to lead the assault with your forces consisting the first attack wave. And if I win, I get $150,000 and almost 14,000 recruits plus 10 reputation. So that will more than make up the reputation I just spent. Okay, so I could have up to 20 brigades. The First Corps does not have that many brigades. It only has 12. Can I get more brigades into the First Corps at all? Nope, that's the max that I have. I don't have enough in army organization to get 20 brigades. So, okay. We'll just do it. We have to go through the loading screen again. My bad. Alright, and Second Corps, we're just going to leave it out, I guess. It'll come in later, hopefully. I think this battle is like 3 or 4 parts. It's long. It's a big battle. So, I have Corps 1, Corps 2, Corps 3, 3rd, and Other. So I have 32 brigades, a total of 26,000 soldiers, and 96 guns. We're probably outnumbered. Let's see how this goes. Okay, General Grant has transported his army via the Tennessee River to this location, Pittsburgh Landing, and is preparing to advance further south. Get a sip of water real quick. We are going to attack them at dawn when they will least expect us. Our corps will arrive from southwest. The Yankees have encamped most of their forces here. If we attack swiftly, we may catch them completely unguarded and capture their supplies. This happened during the Battle of Shiloh. The initial Confederate attack, although somewhat telegraphed, only a few of the Union units actually received warning or formed up in time to hold it off. And so the Confederates actually ended up driving the Union troops back through their own camp. And quite a few of them were apparently just killed in their tents. So the initial assaults by the Confederates were quite successful. The slight ridge at Shiloh Church, so that's Shiloh Church right there, consists a formidable natural defense and should be seized to secure our left flank. On the right, we have to overcome this hilly terrain, and then we can safely proceed to the north. The last Union defense is expected here at Pittsburgh Landing. Yeah, of course it's expected here. They've got walls. Watch for enemy gunboats at Tennessee River that can bombard from large distance. That's not quite how you spell Tennessee. It's close, but not quite right. Okay, here comes the deployment. Sir, our army is starting to advance towards the Union camp. Oh boy, here we go. Our first objective is to overrun their right flank near Shiloh Church. I think we can do that. Okay, so yeah, the map is very much cut off right over here. See, that's the edge. The Yankees are currently encamped and surely will not expect us coming. If we advance swiftly, we're going to have an easy job pushing them north. Yeah, I think we can do it. You have the advantage. Move fast and destroy them. Okay, so First Corps. I can only deploy 10 brigades again. Come on. You told me I could have 20. Oh no. Is Second Corps going to get deployed on its lonesome? It only has a few. Whew. Well, that'll be fun if it happens. Okay, Siegfried. Here's what I think. Here's what I think I'm going to do. First Division is my best troops. So I'm going to send First Division. Where's my other First Division brigade? Yeah, Harker. I'm going to send First Division over this way, following this road, and we're going to go straight up the middle. With Frank, who is the 1st Division Artillery. 2nd Division, and we don't get all of 3rd Division. 2nd Division, with their artillery, is going to flank over this way, try to cross this river, and get around Shiloh Church if they can. McKean, though, will support 1st Division's attack, and 3rd Division, what of it there is on the field. No, I didn't mean to do that. 3rd Division will support 1st Division over here, and so will the General, Cromwell himself. Okay. So, Harker, send out skirmishers. So 1st Division is just gonna advance to these woods at least, and throw the skirmishers out front. 2nd Division. Oh, and McKean is also going to advance. So 2nd Division minus McKean, swing up that way, and 3rd Division go straight through the woods. You go up there, you go up there. Okay, everybody's moving. Let's get some more skirmishers out. Just for scouting purposes. I get nervous if I can't see where the enemy is. Reboard farmers' muskets. Those skirmishers aren't going to be any too effective at shooting. Up. Enemy skirmishers. Okay, Harker's skirmishers can push up. Cabell's skirmishers. I'm wondering if I can just park people in those trees right there. Alright, I guess it looks like the Yankees are just falling right back. It looks like they might try to hold at the river. Which would be kind of unfortunate because hold on. Hang on. Never mind. Let's see if I can get into this belt of woods. Parker's skirmishers need to stop being such freaking cowards. Come on, Harker. Train your men better than that. Oh, Cabell's skirmishers got ambushed. See if you can't get some shots back. Yeah, there you go. Give as good as you get. See if we can't trap these guys on that road. Okay, we're taking some artillery fire. That's fine, actually. Artillery fire that is wasted on our skirmishers is artillery fire that is not coming towards our line infantry. And I'm okay with that. Okay, we have 2 hours. 2 hours to capture Shiloh Church. I think we can do it. Okay, we've got an enemy infantry unit there in the camp. Siegfried can just get in these woods and we'll definitely be able to take care of him. Kemper can move up there. Harker's skirmishers push up. Harker push up right behind them. McKean push up to here. Frank push up to here. Ooh, the second attack wave arrives. Excellent. Why aren't you moving? I told you to move. Okay, we've got Adams, who is 3rd Division Artillery. Wait. So, oh, Preston is 2nd Division Artillery. What? Okay, those skirmishers are just getting messed up because they are in absolutely the wrong place. Run up there, Maney. And we're going to drive him off. Okay, so the rest of the assault was just the rest of 1st Corps, which is a little disappointing. I was hoping I would get all the rest of my troops, but, you know, can't have everything you want. Hildebrand. Woof. Poor Hildebrand. I'm gonna throw Harker and Maney and Kershaw just across the river. I mean, there doesn't appear to be any reason not to. Hildebrand's running for his life. Frank can move up. Siegfried can move across there. Kemper can move up. Yeah, we've got some skirmishers firing at us, but this is not going to last long. Okay, so there is a Union unit there. But it's not lasting long. Goodbye, Buckland. We hardly knew ye. Leslie, get in there, do some good. Hey Kershaw, why don't you charge? Hey Cabell, why don't you charge too? And we've secured Shiloh Church. Alright, these artillery move across the river. Preston, move across the river. We've got a brutal melee going on here, with skirmishers and Devon both firing into it. McDowell is wrecked. Siegfried is sitting in the woods racking up tons and tons of kills. Come on, Kemper. Come on, Kemper. Yeah, get those flanking shots on somebody in the river. Ledley, take out McDowell. You can do it. You, rejoin Harker. Alright, now Ledley will do some work. Yep, that's some work, alright. Move up Cromwell, move up supplies, move up artillery, move up artillery. I think we are going to be in a pretty solid position here. Can you charge Peabody? That would be nice. Yeah, Ledley is just massacring those guys. I'm just going to keep rolling. I mean, I know they're up north somewhere. So, I'm just going to have everybody march up in that direction. There's no reason not to. I have one. Kemper, don't give me that blocked nonsense. Ooh, Peabody surrendered. 814 troops with Springfields. Nice. Okay, attack the Union right. Our last corps are now arriving to attack the Union center and left flank. You just said attack the Union right. But, yeah, that's what I just did. Whatever. Okay. The Federals became alert of our presence and are making a defensive line. They will be soon holding a strong position ahead of us if we do not attack rapidly. Well, I did that very successfully just a minute ago. I think I can handle it. The center of the Union Army is currently controlled from this location. Push forward and take it. Their left flank must also be secured. Like I said, not entirely 100% proper English all the time. It should be lightly defended as our pickets reported. But I have to go across that mess to get to it. Advance and watch your flanks, General. The Union Army may counterattack from behind those woods. Like these woods? That would be difficult. But cool if they could pull it off. Yeah, I'm not sure I like going across this. Alright, the 1st Brigades of Bragg's Corps are leading the assault. Here comes Anderson. So, we're just gonna do as they said. We're just gonna move straight in. We're gonna go up the roads. We have some cavalry, so okay, 1st Division, 2nd Division, 3rd Division. Okay, 1 second, let me pause. Ooh, AI buttons. I didn't notice these before. Mark the selected division to be controlled by AI. That's pretty cool. You can't tell an entire corps to be controlled by the AI, but you can tell a division to be controlled by the AI. Okay, 3rd Division, go up there. 2nd Division, get over here. 2nd and 1st Division, swing wide. So we have to capture Spain Field and Larkin Bell Field. Larkin Bell, Spain. Okay, I think we'll be able to take Spain Field pretty easily, unless there's a lot up there that we don't see. So for right now, 3rd Division is pushing straight ahead. No, don't do that. Do that. 2nd Division, go over there. 1st Division is still only a unit of skirmish cavalry. And now we have a supply wagon, too. Cool. Alright. Anderson is coming under artillery fire. Unfortunate, but also, you know, kind of expected. Just keep moving forward, lads. Jenkins, you're kind of serving as our blocking force. Oh. Ouch. Okay, I am gambling that 1st Division, or 3rd Division rather, can just get up here and overwhelm these guys very quickly. I think they can do it. He might pose a problem. Here's what we have to do. Pond, engage Miller. Gibson, engage Miller. Anderson. Because Miller doesn't have much cover, fortunately. I only have 50% myself. These skirmishers. Wow. They are moving directly across my line of fire. The problem with this is Anderson is going to get wrecked by canister shot if this fight goes on for too long. And too long is not very long at all. Fortunately, Miller is really going down. No, supply wagon, don't run away. Why would you do that? Hodgson, I need you shoot. Oh, there it goes. I'm just using Jenkins as a flank guard. Anderson with this 99% cover is actually not taking much damage, which is fantastic. Okay, Miller is not running away yet. I wish he was. Run away, Miller. Run away! Go! Shoot! Oh, the Reserve Corps is arriving. Okay, Reserve Corps. You can go right up there. Alright, Gibson and Pond need to get in there as quickly as possible. Gibson needs to charge the battery, because we gotta take that battery out. Okay, we are taking the battery. But Gibson is getting slammed by flanking fire from Albin, who is by no means down and out. But we've taken Spain Field. And we've routed the enemy artillery. Oh, Jenkins is flanked. I need all these infantry to run up there to get Stuart. Okay, I need to pause real quick. So, we have driven the Union. This is the right of the Union left. We forced a breach here. And over on this side, we know the Union is in full flight. On this side, however, we have Union units in this area. So the Reserve Corps, 1st Division, which has a lot of artillery, wow, needs to kind of pull up here and drive them that way. And what's your name? What's your name, dude? I don't know his name. He's just Reserve. General John J. Reserve. Jackson can hold our flank here, while Gladden and Chalmers advance with Robertson in support. Gibson is routing, but that's okay. He did his job admirably. We love him. And Pond is going to smoke Miller as Miller comes in for a charge. Oh, artillery is so slow through the woods. You guys all move that way. Gibson, go up. Jenkins, flank Miller. Stewart's totally boned. I'm gonna bring Jackson in behind him just because I extra double hate him. And I don't even know what Albin thinks he's doing. He looks like he's charging Anderson, who outnumbers him 2 to 1. Alright, I'll just charge Anderson into him. Oh, did I not manage to capture Larkin Belfield in time? Shoot. Okay, looks like Union reinforcements are arriving as well. Shiloh at stake. The Union's resistance is stronger than expected. Their troops are preparing for a counter-attack. We must hold Shiloh Church to keep their right flank at stake. Don't fail us, General, or we will have to withdraw. I don't think this is going to be a problem. I honestly don't. However, one second. Let me check the time. Yeah, it's been about half an hour, so I think I'm going to cut this here. We will resume the Battle of Shiloh next time, and hopefully finish it off. But thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate you all tuning in. If you liked what you saw, go ahead and leave a comment below. I really like getting comments. I enjoy talking about these things. And if I'm wrong about something, or I said something interesting, or whatever, tell me about it. Otherwise, if you enjoyed this content, feel free to subscribe. I'll be sending you more on the regular. Thank you so much, and goodbye.